Okay, make sure you have your books open to page 148. Again, if you've already done all this work, it's okay. Just watch the video. You can fast forward if you want to. You can just go ahead and just check your answers. But for those of you that are struggling to understand this, I want to make sure that we do this together so that if you have any questions, you can just leave a comment on the video. As you can see, I have written my linking verbs on a little 3x5 card. That way I don't have to flip back and forth, or you could just memorize them. Some of you are exceptionally smart and intelligent, and you can just go ahead and memorize these in less than a minute, and so they're fresh in your head. They're not, it's not fresh in my head, so I had to write it down so I could look at it, just because, anyway. Number one. All right, first thing, underline each linking verb 2 times, then underline each subject 1 time. Ask who or what after the subject and verb, and then circle the predicate nominative. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's start off by finding the linking verb. So our linking verb here is became. If you were wondering if that's true, it's right here. Become is another form of became. And then our subject is Mr. Spell. I think that's how you spell his name. Mr. Spell, pronounce his name. Mr. Spell became a who or what? He became a yesterday? No, he became a citizen. All right, citizen is the word that you should have underlined. Next, let's go through it quickly. We have a lot. The Minutemen were brave soldiers, okay? Were is my linking verb. There it is, were. So that's my linking verb. Minutemen is my subject. So Minutemen were what or whom? They were soldiers, okay? Now, brave can be used as a noun, so they were brave, but in this case, brave is describing soldiers. It's an adjective describing soldiers. They were brave soldiers. Number 3, have been is the linking verb. Boys is the subject. So boys have been what? Have they been seasoned? Have they been players? Have they been good? Have they been baseball? Well, in this case, it's players, okay? Players is renaming boys. Now, again, same thing here, good and brave. It can be used as a noun, but here, good, baseball, both of these words are being used to describe the noun players, okay? So players is our predicate nominative in number 3. Next, find our linking verb is. Lake Victoria will be our subject. Oops, I put 2 lines, just 1 line. Lake Victoria is our subject, is our linking verb. So Lake Victoria is what? Is it river? Well, it can't be because that is inside a prepositional phrase. So it can't be Nile or river or any of these words inside the prepositional phrase because a predicate nominative can never be part or in a prepositional phrase. So Lake Victoria is source. Source is the predicate nominative. Felix Mendelssohn was a German composer. Felix Mendelssohn is the subject. Was is the linking verb. So Felix Mendelssohn was, or not Mendelssohn, Mendelssohn was composer. German is the adjective describing composer. So our predicate nominative is composer. George H.W. Bush is our subject. Became is our linking verb. So George W. Bush became Ronald Reagan. Well, it can't be Ronald Reagan because after is a preposition. So after Ronald Reagan is inside the prepositional phrase. So we know it can't be this. So it is president. Our predicate nominative for sentence number 6 is president. Next, Mary seems a shy girl. Seems is our linking verb. So we underline that twice. Mary is our subject. So Mary seems what or whom? Well, she seems what or who. She seems, well, that doesn't really make sense with the what or whom. I guess it doesn't always work. But Mary seems girl. Girl is renaming the subject. Okay, so girl seems, I'm sorry, Mary seems girl. Okay, we could do our other tests where we write the word equal. Mary equals, wow, I have horrible handwriting. girl, okay? And since that sentence makes sense, that is our predicate nominative. Girl is our predicate nominative for sentence number 7. All right, Mrs. Pervates will be the cook for the banquet, okay? Will be is our linking verb. So will she be banquet? No, she cannot, because for is a preposition and banquet is inside the prepositional phrase. So Ms. Pravat will be cook. All right, cook is renaming, or yes, it's renaming Mrs. Pravat, following a linking verb. So cook is the predicate nominative. All right, my has been is our linking verb. Grandfather is our subject. So my grandfather, so grandfather has been what? Has been years? Wrong again. Prepositional phrase, it cannot be. The predicate nominative cannot be inside the prepositional phrase. So we go with butcher. Grandfather has been what? He has been butcher. He has been a butcher. Okay, so butcher is renaming grandfather. So butcher is the predicate nominative. The thinker is our subject, is the linking verb. So thinker is August Rodin. Is he the thinker? No. Because it can't be August Rodin because it's inside a prepositional phrase. Very important. So thinker, the thinker is a famous sculpture. So thinker is sculpture. Okay. Thinker is sculpture. Sculpture is renaming the thinker. The thinker is the name of a famous sculpture. Next, our linking verb is are. Our linking verb is are, our subject. Opportunities. Opportunities are what? Are opportunities God? No, because it's inside a prepositional phrase. So it's not God, it is offers. Opportunities are offers. Offers renames opportunities, followed by a linking verb. Mark Twain's real name was Samuel Clemens. So the subject of this sentence is name. Name, linking verb, was, okay? So Samuel Clemens is one name. So Samuel Clemens is renaming name. So name was Samuel Clemens, or we could say name equals Samuel Clemens, and both of these would make sense. Number 13. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were the first men on the moon. So both Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin are the subjects of this sentence. It's a sentence with the compound subject. We have a linking verb, were. Okay, so Neil and Buzz were what? Were they moon? No, they were men. Men, this is a prepositional phrase, so they cannot be moon, so it's men. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were men. Or you could say Neil and Buzz equal men. And that is how we found the predicate nominative. Next, the greatest ability is dependability. Okay, our subject is ability. Our linking verb is. Okay, remember all of these predicate nominatives. Oh, can you see? Oh, there it is. All of these predicate nominatives are going to follow linking verbs. Very important to pay attention to that. So the greatest ability is dependability. All right, no other word to choose from. Dependability is our predicate nominative. Ability equals dependability. Dependability renames ability. That dependability is our predicate nominative. Jesus is the resurrection and the life. Is the subject. Is the linking verb. Jesus is the subject. And so we ask, Jesus is what? He is the resurrection and life. We have a compound predicate nominative because both of these words are renaming Jesus. Now, if you notice an article, and a conjunction, an article as well, none of these are prepositions. So so there's nothing keeping me from taking these two words that rename Jesus. The resurrection, Jesus is the resurrection, and the life. Both of these words rename the subject. Jesus equals resurrection, Jesus equals life. So both resurrection and life should be circled. If they're not circled, circle them. All right, class. I am a fair speller. That is a lie. I am not a good speller. Anyway, linking verb is am, subject is I. I am speller. Speller is our predicate nominative. Make sure you have all those questions and all those answers correctly marked on your page. There will be a short review, about a 10-question review, posted on Thursday for you to do based on this information. So make sure you watch the video. I guess you wouldn't know if you were watching it. Oh, anyway, write 2 sentences containing predicate nominatives, then check your sentence. So, he was a soldier in the Korean War. He equals soldiers. There's my sentence. Becky is the subject, is my linking verb, a good student, my predicate nominative. Okay, Becky equals students. And if you guys know Becky, she is a good student most of the time when she is not beating people up. I'm just kidding. She doesn't beat people up. But Johnny, on the other hand, well, let's just read the sentence. Johnny is a good basketball player. I can beat him. No, I'm kidding. He beat me a couple times. Anyway, Johnny is the subject, is the linking verb, and then finally, player is renaming the subject. So, Johnny equals player or basketball player. And player renames the subject Johnny. Make sure you write your own 2 sentences. Please do not copy mine. Take your own sentences. Make sure your sentence has a linking verb. Very important not to use an action verb. Examples of linking verbs right there. Pause the video or just copy it down from your previous page. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.